today I'm going to be doing a charge test on the iPhone 15 Pro. As we know, the iPhone 15 has USB Type-C, but what's included inside the box is USB 2.0 Type-C cable, but the Pros can support up to USB 3.0 speeds, which is up to 10 gigabits. But does that correlate to charging speeds? So what I have in front of me is the included braided Type-C cable that's included inside the box versus a Thunderbolt Type-C cable. Testing out Thunderbolt versus Type-C to see if it makes the charging difference. Now, yes, right now I'm on testing mode with the iPhone 15. I just got back from vacation. I am currently editing my day in the life, and I'm continuing to make these videos for you guys. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel with notifications on. Thumbs up the video, help me out tremendously to push this video out to the algorithm. And comment down below, do you have an iPhone 15 and how are you enjoying it so far? Now I'm using an iPhone 15 Plus as a timer, and I'm using the 20 watt for both the USB 2.0 cable and the Thunderbolt. And that Thunderbolt cable is hilariously expensive, but basically this is gonna mimic almost like the USB 3 because Apple doesn't sell USB 3 cables, so it makes sense. So turning everything on, including the light box, flipping the power switch on the surge protector, they are both off, and they both show the low power icon at the same time. And very quickly you're gonna see the Apple logo comes up at the same exact time. And I think a video like this is super important to test out because we've seen rumors that we could see faster charging on the iPhone 15, and I want to put this to the test before doing the actual testing, and you guys can see pretty much booted up at the same time. Now I wanted to change the wallpaper and also add the battery widget, so the USB 2.0 cable is on the left while the Thunderbolt is on the right, and that is the highest cable that Apple sells. And you guys can see charging wise they're basically about the same. If anything, the Thunderbolt is charging a smidge faster, but not by much. 52% on the USB 2.0, 55% on the Thunderbolt, and pretty much identical speeds, with the Thunderbolt cable being about 4% faster. Now, I made a slight mistake. The screen was actually on the right with the Thunderbolt while the screen was off on the left, and I didn't even notice it until a little later, but that shouldn't impact the charging speeds at all. And by the way, both of these phones are at 100% battery capacity with optimized charging enabled now, but later on I am going to disable it. But I just took these out the box, drained out the battery, and just decided to just do this as soon as I can because we got to get this content going. Now, you guys can see 35 minutes in, 66% on the Thunderbolt, 63% on the USB 2.0. And you guys can see it's not that much of a difference. It is faster on the Thunderbolt, but it's not by 10% or 20%. It's not way faster, but it is technically faster. And fast forwarding again and bringing it into 80%, this is the time when I wanted to check out the settings to make sure everything was good. Now, of course, I'm on the latest version of iOS 17.0.2 with battery optimization set to none. I just decided to set it because I realized once it hit 80%, this is where the phone starts to charge super slow. So I wanted to make sure everything was good to go. And getting back into the lock screens. And by the way, USB-C on an iPhone 1 week later about is good, but it just feels so wrong, but right at the same time. I got inside my car, tried to plug it in, but I realized it was lightning, so I had to change up all of my accessories. But Type-C is the far more superior port, and you guys can see bringing it in to an hour and 20 minutes, 98% on both devices here. So yeah, there was times where the Thunderbolt charged a little faster, but at the end of the day, they pretty much at the same exact percent, bringing it into 1 hour and 28 minutes, which is still a very long time for an iPhone. So unfortunately, no speed improvements when it comes down to the iPhone 15. Like I said in the beginning, they are both using the 20 watt power adapters, so I am still going to be doing my testing. Now I want to test out the heat to see if there's any differences, and 83% or 83 Fahrenheit on the Thunderbolt, while 87 Fahrenheit on the USB 2.0, the one that's included inside the box. So yeah, man. So yeah, you can even clearly feel that it is hotter on the regular USB-C model. All right, guys. So I just tested it out off camera while I shot some B-roll. I took out my USB-C tester or USB tester in general just to get an idea of the exact wattage, and literally it's exactly the same with USB 2.0 versus the more expensive USB 3.0, or the Thunderbolt I should say. It's exactly the same, and I thought it would be a little bit faster with the Thunderbolt, but it's getting the same exact reading for the 20 watts. I ended up thinking to myself, let's take out the 30 watt and see if we're gonna get a faster reading, and it's exactly the same. The iPhone is only going to take what it needs, and in this case it's about 27 watts, so the 30 watt actually pull in more power, but it's the same exact thing with the regular USB cable. So the cable, all in all, does not make a difference. It does not make a difference at all. You're perfectly fine with the cable that's included in the box for charging. Now for data speeds, that's where you're going to see a difference. You're getting 10 gigabits opposed to the slower USB 2.0, which is the equivalent of Lightning. So pretty much, as long as you're doing data transfers, that's when you're going to need to get a more premium USB-C. But in terms of charging, it does not make a difference at all, and it's kind of a little disappointing to see that. I would love to see faster charging because the iPhones kind of charge a little slow, but hey, nonetheless, I digress. I answered my question, and it's now time for me to do the actual charge test. I'm going to be testing out MagSafe, the 20 watt, the 30 watt, and the 35 watt, all 4 iPhones. That's the video that I'm going to be working on right now, right after this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys found this one helpful, I appreciate it with a thumbs up. Comment down below what you guys think, and make sure you guys subscribe with notifications on, because there's going to be way more iPhone 15 content coming up. I hope you all have a simple day. Peace.